So I'm doing a video about how to install the Home Netwerks bath fan and speaker one fan. One thing to note is I'll be installing this in a basement. So as you can see, there's not a lot of room. It's all tucked into a tight space. So one thing, if you're like me and you're gonna have to attach the fan to the joist itself, you're going to have to cut these brackets that they install because they don't leave enough room to tie straight to the joist like I did here. So get your angle grinder out, get one at Harbor Freight if you don't have one, and just cut like an inch off so that way you can kind of go straight against the joist and tie it up. You want to make sure that this is as flush as possible with the drywall, and if you are installing in a basement like I am, you're gonna have to cut a bigger hole than what they say that you'll need, just because you're pushing up these brackets along with this box, obviously. So that's something to keep in mind. Now onto the wiring. The fan that I had before, two switches. So to give you an idea what that looked like, this blue switch actually connected to your exhaust fan. So this outlet was the exhaust and then this was the light. So if you're like me, you're gonna have one switch that's gonna control the light, one switch which I've already swapped out with the new one, that's gonna control the exhaust, which is going to be a red wire. So you connect your red to red, so that's going to be your exhaust fan on this guy. You got green wire or copper wire, which is going to be your ground that you connect to this. And then you have a neutral wire, which is this white one here, that connects to the rest of the white wires in here. Now for the black wire, you'll be able to connect that to the black wire that you took off for the light switch that you swapped the new one out with. Now this switch isn't going to really do anything after you take it out if you have the exhaust fan that I did, which had separate light and exhaust that you could turn on separately, which this one combined into one. So to give you an idea what it looks like up here, if you have the wiring that I had, which is going to be a 4-wire cable, you're going to have a red wire, which you'll connect to the black power cable to your unit. You can see it connected up there. You're going to have a bare wire connected to the green, which is the ground. You'll connect your white to white as seen here for the neutral. Then for this other black wire, I just capped it off. It's not really going to be doing anything, so there's no point to having that connected to the unit. So that pretty much sums up the unit. It's fairly simple. Installation, it's 3 cables. Like I said, this black wire that's additional that used to control the other outlet on the other one isn't really going to be doing anything. So eventually I'll probably swap this outlet for this light switch here that doesn't really do anything. And just to show you that this works, we'll turn the power on. So you can see the ones that hang in the opposite direction that we have our LED light working. This is going to be our night light. The fan. The fan's pretty quiet. 100 CFM. That's all of our ductwork for that. So I thought I'd make a video about this. This is going to be the blue one. There's also an orange one that is a little different on the wiring. There should be some additional videos about that one. And the Bluetooth works perfectly as well. So now that we got that all taken care of, what you want to do is just snap the cover on. So these bend this way, and then you just slide them into these brackets here, and then you're pretty much done. But that pretty much sums up the installation.